Hey, what is going on, guys? Sky here, and today has been the first official day of Gamescom, and we've had some cool stuff come out so far, but there's one thing that really caught my eye as a huge first-person shooter fan, and that's the World War III gameplay trailer, and I am really excited for this game, guys. It looks so cool. Before we get into any of the gameplay details and any kind of overview about the game, let's go ahead and just check out that trailer.
This is HQ. Enemy airstrike approaching. Fire incoming. Gladius now! We have taken control of objective Charlie 1. This is artillery. Commencing strike.
Well, guys, so if that doesn't get your heart pumping, then are you really a first-person shooter fan? And honestly, right off the bat, most of you can probably see that this game definitely has a striking similarity to Battlefield. Most notably, probably Battlefield 4. And many people have already kind of pointed that out, but I think this game is going to do a couple things that are a lot different than the Battlefield genre, and this might actually cater to people who enjoy more of a hardcore experience. And there's a couple of reasons why, but before we get into that, I want to show just a quick overview on the main website here. That kind of talks about a couple things that I really thought were interesting. First off was definitely the customization aspect. So this is pretty awesome. Check this out, this little screenshot here and a little video playing. So find your own unique combat set that fits to your needs and style without being bound by classes or roles. Choose from hundreds of combinations of unique weapon parts, attachments, skins, camos, and paints. Same rule applies to vehicles, tactical gear, and uniforms. That sounds amazing. If it's possible in real life, it's possible in World War III. Simple as that. So, man, one thing that always kind of bothered me just a bit about the Battlefield series is it didn't really get in depth with the customization, and I really want to kit out my tanks, my vehicles, my armor, my guns. You know, if it does have this wide array of customization, I could see myself really sinking a lot of time to this game. You know, making yourself look unique, hopefully making your squad and team look unique as well. If they implement that, that would be pretty amazing, guys. Let's scroll down a little bit. So obviously real life locations. Now that's something too that I thought would be really amazing. Looks like we have here join the battle on the streets of Warsaw, Berlin, Moscow, and I believe that the demo itself is showing off locations in Poland, which is pretty awesome. Let's keep going. So a true combat experience. This is something too that we did see a little bit in the trailer, and probably more in the original game trailer that came out a couple months ago. So armor versus projectile, the most authentic bullet versus armor system in an FPS genre to date, achieved through years of research and development with military professionals. Ballistics, a weight system, full body awareness, vehicle physics, and an extensive customization system all affect the gameplay in a meaningful way. Now, guys, that just sounds so incredible. Definitely catering to a hardcore fan base. You know, obviously with this weight system, so I'm guessing the heavier armor you have, maybe if you're carrying a heavier gun like an LMG, it's going to slow your body down. You're not going to be able to move around the map and not be as agile as somebody who would, say, be using like a submachine gun with light armor. And I'm really, really curious to see how this plays out. You know, maybe vaulting mechanics will change depending on how much armor you're wearing. So maybe you'll be, you know, you won't vault as quickly, which could definitely be pretty cool to see. There's just so much. There's just so much, guys. This gameplay element here with this system in place is really going to affect the way you play. Let's keep going. So strong team play. World War III supports team-based gameplay, rewarding the initiative and playing as part of a squad. Responsible cooperation within a squad is the best recipe for combat effectiveness. Players can choose between assuming the role of an attacker or a defender and use any gear available to support their playstyle. That's just kind of going back to the armor versus projectile thing. But of course, playing in a squad, just like Battlefield, you know, you got to be playing in a squad is the most effective way to play, but it is kind of hard, I know, to get in like a really good squad. But when you do, it's a pretty satisfying experience nonetheless. So let's jump back to the trailer real quick. There's a couple things that kind of caught my eye right off the bat I want to point out. Actually, one of them is kind of related to this scene here where there's a guy behind a wall. Let's check it out. I'm gonna lower that volume real quick. So you can see right there, there's an enemy that kind of peeks out and he starts shooting behind the wall. So do we have ballistic damage that can penetrate walls? That would be pretty awesome. Definitely would love to see that. Like drywall and different parts of buildings can definitely be shot through. Like maybe some of the the objects around here on the ground, like these chairs and maybe the desks and stuff, can be shot through. So it makes it a little bit difficult to find cover. I think that'd be pretty great to see. And there's another part of the trailer I really wanted to go back and look at, and it's this scene here. So take a look at this when he's attacking the it looks like an ATV, or yeah, it looks probably like an armored vehicle, like an ATV or something like that. Let's see what happens here. Oh, actually, that's a tank, so looks to be a tank. Let's see what happens here. So the external gun turret on top is obviously remote controlled, probably controlled by the player, maybe a second position inside the tank where you can, you know, find yourself equipping that gun. That is so cool, though. So you can actually be effective as a ground soldier against these vehicles, even if you don't have, like, say, a rocket launcher or something like that. You can actually take out these gun turrets and disable them. That is pretty awesome to see. I wonder, you know, what other ways you'd be able to kind of disable these vehicles if you didn't have an actual rocket. You know, maybe you can disable the tracks with C4. You know, there's got to be other ways. And if the vehicles are that complex to the point where you can actually disable parts of them and, like, you know, damage parts of them, and it affects the way they handle, they shoot, and the way they play, that would be something pretty amazing to see in a video game, guys. Well, guys, I think that's going to do it for this video. I just kind of want to make a quick little video showcasing the trailer, talking a little bit about the game. If you haven't really heard about it yet, this is a PC exclusive, guys, coming to the Steam platform. There's no official release date yet, but I'm pretty sure we're going to get some info on the early access or beta soon. So stay tuned, guys. If you want to see some more content on World War III, I'm pretty sure I'm going to be picking this game up, just depending on when it drops and what else is going on. If you want to see some more content on the channel, guys, hit that sub button. Browse through the channel. I'll see you guys in the next video.